Welcome, winners. This video today isn't just another regular upload. It's something that can genuinely shift your entire life. Because right now, we're diving into a topic that can upgrade your career, your earnings, your confidence, and your overall lifestyle. Just think about this for a moment. Have you ever seen that when a person communicates effectively, when they speak with confidence, precision, and charisma, they land better jobs, they make more money, they attract stronger opportunities, they naturally earn respect whether they're at work, at social gatherings, or in any place they walk into. And here's something interesting. Sometimes we come across very average-looking individuals. They're not celebrities, not super rich, not widely known, just normal people. But the moment they begin to speak, something feels different. Their voice carries impact. Their presence feels powerful. We enjoy conversations with them. We feel comfortable around them, and we want to connect with them again and again. Why does that happen? Because communication is the true superpower. Communication is the true attractiveness. Now pay close attention. If you want to build a strong personality, one that people appreciate, respect, and never forget, you need to understand one powerful rule. Speak wisely, speak effectively, speak clearly. So what does that really mean? It means whenever you speak, your words should carry intention. They should be structured properly. They should be as clear as glass. You should pause, think, and then express what you want to say. Always remember, a focused mind combined with clear speech creates a powerful personality. In this video, I'm going to share 10 powerful tips that are practical, useful, and simple to apply. These are not dull concepts. These are proven methods that deliver real outcomes. I can assure you, if you stay till the end and actually apply what I'm about to teach, your communication skills will transform completely. 100% guarantee. And here's the bonus. Watching this video won't just boost your communication skills. It will also help you improve your English listening and speaking skills at the same time. So make sure you watch till the end. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more powerful content like this. Let's get started. Let's evolve. Tip 1. Express without over-explaining. Now, this is extremely powerful, and very few people truly understand it. Psychology says people create their first impression of you within just 7 seconds. Yes, only 7 seconds. Even before you clearly start speaking, others have already made up about 70% of their opinion about you. Whether you seem confident, smart, likable, trustworthy, or not. Isn't that surprising? So what does this really tell us? It means you're communicating even when you're silent. Your body language, your facial expressions, your eye contact, your smile, your posture, your vibe. Everything is already sending a strong message. Let me share a simple real-life example. Picture two candidates sitting in a waiting area for a job interview. Both have the same qualifications, the same abilities. One person is slouched, staring at their phone, looking bored and exhausted. The other person is sitting upright, shoulders relaxed, wearing a soft smile, calm and positive energy. Who do you think the interviewer will prefer even before asking a single question? Obviously, the second person. Why? Because their nonverbal signals already say, I am confident, I am professional, I value myself and others. Your body speaks louder than anything you say. Here's something you should always keep in mind. Walk into any room with confidence, even if you feel nervous inside. Smile in a natural way, not forced, but soft and genuine. Keep your spine straight. It reflects strength. Maintain eye contact. It shows honesty and connection. Avoid unnecessary movements or playing with your hands. It reflects nervousness. Master this 7-second principle, and you will win half the game before you even speak. Because people sense your energy first, then they pay attention to your words. Tip 2. Storytelling. Now pay close attention. If you want to win hearts, inspire people, and be unforgettable, you must learn the skill of storytelling. Storytelling is the heart of communication. Why? Because facts inform, but stories influence. When you share a story, people listen more easily. People feel emotionally connected. People remember it for a long time. For example, imagine you want to teach someone the value of hard work. You could just say, "Hard work matters," boring, easy to forget. Or you can share a short story. Let me tell you about a boy named Sam. Sam grew up in a tiny village. No power, no internet. Yet every single night, he studied under a street lamp because he dreamed of becoming a doctor. People made fun of him, but 10 years later, Sam saved the lives of those very people who once laughed at him. Now tell me, which version touches the heart more? Which one stays in your memory longer? Obviously, the story. That's the magic of storytelling in any situation. Whether you're delivering a speech, sitting in a meeting, teaching someone, or simply sharing a point in a conversation, use stories. Use real-life situations. Create a clear image in the listener's mind because the human brain is naturally built for stories. Since ancient times, when people gathered around fires and passed down knowledge through stories, always remember, keep your story short but meaningful. Add a bit of struggle, a bit of success. Help the listener see themselves inside the story. Once you become a great storyteller, people will enjoy speaking with you, listening to you, and learning from you. And beyond that, you will become unforgettable. Tip 3. Empathy. If you want to become an excellent communicator, if you want people to trust you, like you, and open up to you, then you need to build one powerful quality: empathy. So what is empathy? Empathy means understanding and feeling what others feel. It's the ability to step into someone else's perspective. It's about listening with your heart, not just your ears. Why does empathy matter in communication? Because when people feel truly understood, they feel comfortable around you, they trust you, they respect you, they open up to you. Without empathy, communication feels empty, distant, and ineffective. Let's understand this with a strong example. Imagine you are sharing a problem at work with a friend. You feel stressed. You feel alone. One friend listens and quickly says, "Oh, don't worry, it's nothing. Just ignore it." He didn't truly listen. He didn't truly care. But another friend looks at you with attention, listens patiently, nods softly, and says, "I understand how stressful that must feel for you. It's really hard to go through something like that at work. You're not alone, and I'm here if you want to talk more out. Tell me, which friend would you feel closer to? Who would you trust more? Who would you want to keep in your life?" Obviously, the second friend, because empathy builds connection. So how can you show empathy while communicating? Listen actively. Don't just wait for your chance to talk. Truly listen. Recognize their emotions. You don't always need to solve their problem. Just show that you understand. Use phrases that reflect understand, like, "I can imagine how that feels. It sounds like you're dealing with a lot. Thank you for opening up to me." Stay present. Remove distractions. Give them your full focus. Here's a real-world insight. In sales, in leadership, in relationships, the people who succeed the most are not those who speak the most, but those who listen with empathy. Because when you make someone feel understood, you earn their trust for life. Tip 4. The sweetest sound. One of the most powerful secrets of communication was perfectly explained by Dale Carnegie, the well-known author of How to Win Friends and Influence People. He said, "A person's name is to that person the sweetest sound in any language." And yes, it's absolutely true. When you use someone's name properly during a conversation, you instantly make them feel valued, recognized, and important. But why does that happen? Because a name is more than just a word. It represents a person's identity, their childhood, their family's voice, their sense of who they are. When you say someone's name with warmth, you connect with their emotions, not just their hearing. You walk into a busy Starbucks. There's music playing, conversations all around, and the rich aroma of fresh coffee filling the air. You place your order and say, "Hi, I'll take a caramel macchiato. My name is Daniel." The cashier smiles and writes it down. A few minutes later, you're standing by the counter with several others waiting. The barista looks around, lifts the cup, and calls out, "Caramel macchiato for Daniel. Enjoy your day, Daniel," in a cheerful, lively tone. In that moment, you feel a small spark inside. You're not just an order number. You're not just another customer. You feel noticed. You feel remembered. And you know what? It's such a simple thing, just hearing your name, but it makes the whole experience feel warm, welcoming, and special. You might even smile and think, "I like this place. These people are kind." That's the hidden power in meetings, friendships, interviews. Whenever you use someone's name sincerely, they feel valued. They feel connected. And once people feel that connection with you, opportunities, trust, and success begin to come naturally. One important tip: use names naturally, not after every sentence. Use them while greeting, when making a point, and when ending a conversation, with genuine warmth, not force. Always remember, a world where everyone is seeking attention, simply remembering and using someone's name can make you unforgettable. Tip 5. Emotional intelligence. This one can change your life. If you truly learn this, you will grow in relationships, business, leadership, everywhere. So what is emotional intelligence? It's the ability to recognize and control your own emotions, while also understanding and influencing the emotions of others. And what is the most powerful part of emotional intelligence? It's learning how to respond instead of react. So what's the difference? Reacting is instant, emotional, and impulsive. Responding is thoughtful, calm, and wise. Imagine you're in a meeting and someone criticizes your idea in front of everyone. If you react, you get upset. Your face turns red. You say something harsh. Now, you appear unprofessional, emotional, and weak. But if you respond, you stay composed. You take a deep breath. You say, "Thank you for your feedback. I'll think about it, and maybe we can work on improvements together." The result? You look confident. You look mature. You gain respect. You build connections instead of creating conflict. Let's look at a personal situation. At home, your partner says something hurtful during an argument. You feel pain, anger. If you react right away, you shout, you throw hurtful words back, and suddenly, the argument becomes even bigger. But if you pause, take a deep breath, stay quiet for a few seconds, and then speak calmly, "I'm feeling hurt right now. Let's talk when we're both more relaxed." Now, you're protecting the relationship. You're acting wisely, not weakly. So how do you build emotional intelligence and train yourself to respond instead of react? Always pause before speaking. Even a few seconds can change the outcome. Identify your emotion. Are you angry, sad, or feeling insecure? Give it a name. Ask yourself, what is the best way to respond in this moment? Think about your bigger goal. Winning an argument for a moment means nothing if you lose the relationship. Leaders, powerful speakers, strong communicators, they all have emotional intelligence. They stay calm under pressure. They choose their words with care. They stay grounded even during chaos. Emotional intelligence equals inner strength plus outer impact. Tip 6. The echo method. If you want to become a memorable communicator, you need to learn the skill of echoing. So what is the echo method? It means repeating a small part of what the other person just said in a natural and friendly way. Why does it work so well? Because it shows you are truly listening. It shows you care about their words. It invites them to share more. It helps the speaker feel understood and encourages them to open up even deeper. What does it look like in real conversations? Example 1. Your friend says, "I've been really stressed at work lately." You respond by echoing stressed at work. Notice, you're not giving advice. You're simply reflecting their emotion back to them. This encourages them to continue. "Yeah, Alice keeps giving me impossible deadlines." Now, the conversation naturally becomes deeper. Example 2. Your coworker says, "I finally completed the project after 3 months." You echo 3 months? That sounds like a huge project. Again, the person feels encouraged to say more. "Yes, it was exhausting, but totally worth it. I learned so much." You just made them feel valued and heard. all by using the simple power of echoing. Important note: don't repeat everything, just a key word or feeling. Use a warm and curious tone, not robotic. In sales, negotiations, and conflict situations, echoing is a hidden strength. When someone feels understood, they become much more open to working with you. Tip 7. Voice control. You might have the best words possible, but if your voice sounds flat, boring, or robotic, people will quickly lose interest. Your voice is like your music. So what is voice control? It means managing your pitch, your speed, and your pauses while speaking so your communication feels lively and engaging. Let's understand it step by step. Pitch, high and low. Pitch is how high or low your voice sounds. If you always speak in a high pitch, you may sound nervous or irritating. If you always speak in a low pitch, you may sound dull or sleepy. Great communicators naturally vary their pitch. They go higher when they are excited. They go lower when they are serious. For example, sharing a success moment, excited tone. And then we won the competition. Higher pitch, emotional tone. It wasn't easy. There were nights we almost quit. Lower pitch, speed, how fast you speak. Speed is how quickly or slowly you talk. If you speak too fast, people feel overwhelmed. If you speak too slowly, people lose interest. You need to adjust your speed depending on your message. For example, fast speed for excitement. The moment we saw the results, we jumped, shouted, hugged. It was unbelievable. Slow speed for serious moments. But deep inside, we knew the real journey had just started. Control your speed. Control the feeling. Pause, the silent strength. A pause is a brief moment of silence. Pausing after an important point helps people absorb your message. It builds suspense. It adds weight to your words. For example, sometimes the smallest choices can change your entire life. Those pauses add depth. They draw the audience in. They make your words feel stronger and more meaningful. Top speakers at TED Talks master voice control. They sound like they're telling a story, not reading lines. When you master your voice, you connect with people's hearts. Tip 8. Broken record method. Have you ever dealt with someone who refuses to accept no as an answer? Keeps arguing, keeps pushing, and puts you in uncomfortable situations. In those moments, one of the most effective communication techniques is the broken record method. So what is it? You calmly repeat your main point again and again without getting emotional until the other person realizes you are serious. Just like a scratched record, it repeats the same line. Why is this so effective? Because it shows confidence without aggression. It protects your limits. It makes the other person respect your decision. The key is to repeat calmly, without anger or sarcasm. Example 1. Someone keeps pressuring you to drink alcohol at a party. You don't want to. Them. Come on, just one drink. You calmly reply, no, thanks. I'm not drinking tonight. Them, oh, come on, don't be boring. You stay calm, no thanks. I'm not drinking tonight. Them, just a little. You stay relaxed, maybe even smiling. No thanks, I'm not drinking tonight. After repeating it a few times, they'll stop because you didn't argue or explain. You simply stood firm. Example 2. In a business deal, a client asks for extra work without paying more. You calmly repeat, we'd be happy to help. But that would require an additional fee. No arguing, no long explanation, just calm repetition. Don't fight, don't over-explain. Just repeat your boundary clearly. Over time, people respect you more because you stay calm and professional. Stay confident, stay in control. Tip 9. Humor. Humor isn't just about cracking jokes. It's about bringing ease, warmth, and connection into your conversations. Why is humor so powerful? It reduces tension. It makes people feel relaxed. It creates instant connection. It shows that you are friendly, not arrogant. It makes your message stick in people's minds longer. If you can make someone smile, you can build trust. And trust is the base of strong communication. But humor doesn't mean acting like a clown. It doesn't mean making fun of others. It's about being natural, relatable, and sometimes even laughing at yourself. Imagine you're in a job interview. The interviewer asks, Tell us about a time you made a mistake. You could answer in a stiff, nervous way, or you could smile slightly and say, "Just one mistake. I've got a whole list." Then smoothly move into your real answer. What happens? The interviewer relaxes. They smile. They remember you. You appear confident and genuine. Humor created a connection. Now imagine you're in a tense negotiation. The room feels serious. Everyone looks focused. You notice everyone holding black coffee. You smile and say, "Looking at all this coffee, I guess we're negotiating caffeine rights too." People laugh. The tension fades away. The atmosphere feels lighter. What happens after that? When people relax, they open up more, become less guarded, and are far more willing to listen. Humor dissolves the pressure. You're giving a talk about teamwork. Instead of starting in a serious tone, you say, "They say teamwork makes the dream work. Unless the dream is to take a long nap, then I definitely work better alone." People laugh. Instantly, they feel connected to you. Your talk becomes memorable because you didn't just teach. You connected and shared. So how do you use humor the right way? Be self-aware. Make light jokes about yourself, not about others. Be observant. Notice amusing moments around you. Be natural, not forced. Never insult anyone. People who laugh with you begin to trust you, and people who trust you start to follow you. When you use humor wisely, you become unforgettable. Tip 10. Vulnerability. So what does vulnerability really mean? It means being genuine, honest, and open about your feelings, experiences, and even your mistakes, without acting like you're perfect. Many believe vulnerability is weakness, but in truth, it is your biggest strength. When you show your real side, people trust you, relate to you, and respect you more. Because here's the reality. Everyone is dealing with something quietly inside. When they see your honesty, they feel they are not alone. Vulnerability creates a bridge between hearts. Why is vulnerability so powerful? It builds trust instantly. When you open up, others feel safe to open up too. It makes you relatable. No one is perfect. When you share your struggles, people feel you're just like them. It shows courage. Only strong people can admit their flaws without fear. It creates a deep emotional connection. When you share your struggles, dreams, or lessons, it touches people's hearts. When people feel your emotions, they remember you for a long time. But remember, vulnerability does not mean sharing every detail of your life, getting emotional in every conversation, or only talking about your problems. Vulnerability means sharing the right real story at the right moment in the right way to build connection, not sympathy. Imagine this scenario. You are delivering a motivational speech. You're standing on stage. The audience expects perfection. You could stand confidently and say, "I've always been successful. Life has been great." And people might admire you briefly, but they won't feel deeply connected. Or you could start like this. 5 years ago, I was completely broken. I had just been laid off. My bank balance was almost zero. Every morning, I woke up feeling completely worthless. One day, I sat alone in my small kitchen, staring at a pack of instant noodles, and I realized that was all I could afford to eat that night. I thought, is this really what my life has turned into? But that night, something inside me shifted and said, this is not the end. This is a new beginning. Slowly, one step at a time, I began rebuilding my life. Today, I stand here, not because I never failed, but because I learned how to rise again after falling over and over. What happens after you share something like this? The audience leans in closer. Some have tears in their eyes. Some quietly nod, feeling your struggle. Some smile, feeling a sense of hope within. They will never forget you because they saw a part of themselves in your story. You didn't appear like a superhero. You appeared like a fighter. And people respect fighters, not superheroes. Simple step-by-step guide. How to use vulnerability the right way. 1. Pick a real moment from your life. A struggle, a fear, a failure. 2. Be honest, but keep it clear and meaningful. 3. Focus on the lesson, not just the pain. 4. Share it naturally. You're talking to someone you trust. 5. Finish with hope. Show how you grew through it. Remember this. Walls push people away. Vulnerability pulls people closer. When you choose to be vulnerable, you don't just speak to people's minds. You connect with their hearts. And connecting with hearts is what makes communication powerful, unforgettable, and even viral. Real communication is not just mind to mind. It is heart to heart. And only vulnerability can unlock that connection. Communication isn't about trying to impress others with fancy words. It's about truly connecting with them on a deeper level. It's about building trust, understanding, and creating strong bonds that last. You don't have to be perfect to communicate effectively. You just need to be genuine, present, and real. So practice these 10 tips every single day. And soon, you won't just change the way you speak. You'll change how people feel when they listen to you. And that, my friend, is real power. Your words will no longer be just words. They will become inspiring, meaningful, and unforgettable. If you apply these techniques, I'm sure you will notice growth in your career, in your relationships, and in your confidence. And always keep this in mind. Communication is not just about what you say. It's about how people feel when they hear you. So go ahead, speak with clarity, speak with confidence, and most importantly, speak from your heart. Thank you for watching. If this video helped you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more powerful tips on mastering communication and making every conversation matter. Now, go out there and share your truth, because the world is ready to hear it. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel, Elite English.